Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's find out what's going down now in our world of sports. And I'm being joined by Alfred Okoligwe. Alfred, good to have you on the program.
It's a pleasure. It's always Austin, and congratulations is very good.
Okay. Congratulations to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before Alfred gets talking, let me get you talking. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, talk to us. Twitter, Channels _ Sports, Facebook, Channels Sports. What do you think about this current Super Eagles team in Morocco? Remember, it's the Team B. It's not your... a lot of persons say, oh, I don't see Victor Moses. Some persons say, oh, not John Obi Mikel. This is the African Nations Championship, and it is for teams that play their football in their domestic league. So all of the top guys aren't there, but these guys are also professionals in any way you want to think about it. And today, right there in Tangier, Group C match, the Super Eagles of Nigeria edged Libya by a single goal, and it was their first win at the championship. Remember, they started their campaign playing goalless against Rwanda, and we've been asking questions. Come on, they created chances. Why didn't they score? Why didn't they take their chances? But today, it was almost the same thing. The Libyans started well, so of course, they came into that match motivated. The Libyans went on to win their first match against Equatorial Guinea by 3-0. So they got into that match as the kings, of Group C. And so small pressure on the side of the Super Eagles. But by the time, something must just give in football. That chance came, Sunday Falaye took it, and Nigeria won. Alfred, it was a very, very tight game. But in the end, I think the Super Eagles deserve to win. Yeah,
I think they deserve to win. Given that both sides, particularly were really poor on the night, if you ask me. The tackles were flying, the coordination, you find it difficult. At some point in that game, I was struggling to see if any of the teams could just do like 4 or 5 passes and see the good transition of play. Severally, we had opportunities to break in that game. Is that we'll just, in the final third, we'll just lose the ball, or we don't know what to do with the ball. I see players really struggling to impress. I don't think they are relaxed enough, if you ask me. And it just impacted on the way they played at the end. Ultimately, the most important thing in a competition is to win.
That's right.
Get the points on the board, and you are safe. You have the opportunity of talking about what went wrong or what you didn't do much later. It's not so we are. It's a massive win, because if we had not won, the Libyans would have had the advantage. And now that we head-to-head, we have won over them. I think that just kind of put pressure on anybody.
That's right. It takes a little bit of pressure out of the team. We will get to that part of the discussion. This is just to let you know what went down today in Tangier, Morocco, at the African Nations Championship. Well, let's go to Libreville in Gabon. I kept telling you that it's a sports flight. So fasten your seatbelt. We're going to Gabon. That's the venue for the African Nations Cup for handball. Yes, handball. Nigeria started a campaign yesterday. Didn't win. Today, they were beaten again by Egypt, 27-22. That's their second game at this year's Handball Africa Nations Cup taking place in Gabon. It was an improved performance by the Nigerian team that stood toe-to-toe with the reigning champions. Remember, they are the reigning champions for the better part of the game, but the Egyptians paid attention to details to defeat the Nigerian counterparts. The first half ended 12-10, while the second stanza ended 15-12 for a total score of 27-22 in favor of the Egyptians. Alfred, is handball, and we like the fact that to even qualify is good enough. So they don't win from this, but there will be lessons.
Of course, there will be lessons. But my worry for the Handball Federation, this is one sport that I really know about because I played part of it. Well, each time I say this story, I tell this story, people will say, "How come?" I happened to go to a secondary school that games mistress didn't know anything about football. She actually loves handball. So without you know it, everybody was forced to play this game. And we had students then in my school who went on to play for Lagos State and moved on to play in the national team. So it's a sport that you only get better if you have competitions to play. The Nigerian team that they took to this competition, I don't think they are that bad. But the question you ask is, how many handball competitions do we have in our climb? How many of them?
I want to ask, how did we even
the last national, that is the question. The last national sports festival festival that we had was when are we going to have the next one, where we see whether we discover new players? Do we play handballs in our schools now? How many young talents are coming through? If you look at the guys who are playing, many of them are not young anymore, because if you ask me, football has kind of taken, if I excuse everybody, taking the shine, and everybody wants to play football. I know we don't have enough people coming to this handball.
Yeah, I mean, you have a group of friends, 5 of them, and then 4 says they're going to be footballers, and you say you're going to play handball. Right there, they're looking at you like, what's the dream?
You will be shocked that so many of the games masters or games specialists we have in public schools do not even. If you tell them handball these days,
don't even know the dynamics.
Sometimes people don't even know the rules. Have they seen it? And the good thing about this sport is not that you can play it on any surface. Yes, it is played on hard surface. There's a pitch, but when we were in secondary school, then it used to be sandy pitch, and everybody was playing. On the question, the thing is just understanding the rules and playing it. And what other advantage the handball has over football is, when it comes to all of the skills that you do in football, the view and rest of the handball is, because you play with the hand, it is more flexible. It's something that you can play better, so that everybody can be a part of it. But I wish them well. It will be difficult. Given a climb like the North Africans, they take the sport seriously.
We said
they
so
take it seriously. They have functional leagues. They play abroad and the rest of it. So they don't. Their chances. Oh, sorry. The chances of the Nigerian national team is limited going to this competition.
I know, but we like the fact that we're talking about handball, and for the Handball Federation, there will be lessons that they can get by competing at this championship. Sports Tonight on Channels TV. We told you that we will not stop counting down to the 2018 Commonwealth Games. It will take place in April. Yesterday, we brought to you the Secretary General of the Nigeria Olympic Committee and the second Vice President, Tunde Fatai Williams. Let's listen to the Secretary General of the NOC again. This time around, he's talking about foreign training tours. I don't know. Let's listen to him right back.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so, because we already had a program since last year, and which we are following. It has not derailed, and government has been very, very kind as well, to provide the necessary funding, which is already available. And so the program will continue to go on. As for the athletes, like you said, they are in camp right now in different places in Nigeria. Those who are abroad are also being visited, by their technical crew, and of course some grants. If they've not received, some will not receive their grants. Some are on scholarship as well. So I think it's good. This program is good, and it's not stressful because everybody knows what to do. The technical committee of the NOC is also going to go around, to certify or to look at what's going on in camp. The medical commission as well is also going around to ensure, like I said, we have zero tolerance for, doping, which of course you started seeing the results in the last many games, because that's the emphasis. In fact, that's one will embarrass any athlete. So these are the things. They are all on ground. We have made all necessary administrative discussions. We already had, even with the visas.
So that's it. It's a total package, and they're also looking at the fact that athletes must be clean, so there's no form of doping. And then the medical team are also taking a look at the athletes. And then he also mentioned that there are camps scattered across the country, and that means Nigeria is really preparing. So we will continue to look at that one. Alfred, in 1 minute, is in April, is the Commonwealth Games. We go there, we do our bits, but we cannot take away the fact that preparation is very important.
Preparation is very important. The good thing about the Commonwealth Games is that we've not really gone to the Commonwealth Games and come back empty-handed.
That is why we just say
it's the Commonwealth Games. We'll go there and we'll win something. Where it becomes very difficult is when we go to events like the Olympics, when those Russians and the Germans will come. Though this one is the guys from the UK, Jamaica, English-speaking, Suriname, the rest of all of the Commonwealth nations, we always find our feet. And it just kind of gives us this sense that, hey, maybe we're good enough. Or maybe, yes, our talent, we have talents all over. The usual mantra that we used to throw out there. We have talents all over the world. All they need is to be developed. But when you go to the Olympics, the stark reality of knowing how ill-prepared you are just stares you in the face.
Stage. That's right.
When it gets to the big stage, you just know how deficient we really are in terms of really helping our athletes, preparing our athletes for the big stage.
That's right. So that when they come, you know, in contact, when they meet these international opponents, they will also prove to, that they have something in them. Because talent is not just enough. You need to refine it. Sports Tonight on Channels TV. Let's go on this quick break now. When we come back, swimming in Nigeria, not so big, but there are plans. Hey, they have very good plans to make it admirable in the country. We'll talk about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay.